Hello and welcome to New Hope for Today. My name is Pastor Andrew Hise, and I'm the pastor at New Hope Friends Church in Goldsboro, North Carolina. I want to begin today's devotional by simply reading the first 13 verses of the 103rd Psalm. This is said to be a psalm that was written by David, and it goes like this. It says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquities, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from the pit, who crowns you with steadfast love and mercy, who satisfies you with good, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. The Lord works righteousness and justice for all who are oppressed. He made known his ways to Moses, his acts to the people of Israel. The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love. He will not always chide, nor will he keep his anger forever. He does not deal with us according to our sins, nor repay us according to our iniquities. For as high as the heaven is above the earth, so great is his steadfast love for those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far does he remove his transgressions from us. As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him." You know, this psalm is a very fitting psalm. It's a list, as we have talked about before here on our devotional. It's a list of all the benefits that God gives to us. And you know what's a very funny thing? Memory is a very important thing to all of us. It is actually the thing, many psychologists will argue that memory is something that makes us distinctly human. I believe that the recording of memory is what actually makes us distinctly human. You know, animals, they remember things. Your pets remember you or remember different things, but they really don't ever record their history, record their memories. We do. We write them down. We have entire college majors devoted to memories of people. History is simply memory. We have so much in our culture that's devoted to memory. I remember as a young boy that we would learn and memorize various scriptures through the Awana program at my church. Memory was something that was instilled in me from the very beginning. In fact, most of our life is about our memories. But the thing is, when it comes to memory, and those of you who are maybe a little bit older, you understand this even more, and I do, even at the age of 32, understand this. Sometimes we forget. That's the thing about memory. We enjoy remembering things, and we enjoy reminiscing. I just had the pleasure of being able to visit my grandmother this weekend from my dad's mom, and we were able to reminisce about some of the good times that we've had. We were able to talk as well. It's good for us to remember, but so often we forget. We forget. We forget anniversaries. We forget birthdays. We forget important things. And I'm going to be the first to tell you, I forget all the time. Actually, there's a running joke in my family that I'm just a forgetful person when it comes to especially my keys. And I even had a scare this weekend with my keys where I had left them in my golf bag and could not find them. I had forgotten that I had left them there, and finally I remembered. And what a joy it was when I remembered finally where they were. Now, when I lost those keys, when I forgot where I placed them, did they lose their value? No, they still had value. They still turned on my car. They still opened my house, opened the church here. They didn't lose their value. I simply forgot where they were. I just lost track of them. And so often we do this with the benefits and the love that we have through Jesus. We become so accustomed to hearing about God or hearing about what God has done for us that we forget. We forget about all the things that he does. We forget about how good he is and all the things that he does. And here in Psalm 103, David is pushing us, telling us to have that conversation to ourselves. And he says in verse 2, "Bless the Lord, O my soul." He's talking to himself again. And what does he say? What's the message? "Forget not all his benefits." And then he goes on to list all the benefits that we have through Jesus. Are you forgetting today what God has done for you? Are you forgetting who he is? Or are you reminding yourself to bless the Lord because of who he is and not forget to be thankful for all the things that he does? Today, we must be people who remember the things that God has done for us. And that will change the way that we live our day to day. Because we'll live when we think of those things, his benefits, those things that he's done. Well, we will live a life of thankfulness. Blessings. New Hope for Today is a daily video devotional brought to you by Pastor Andrew Hise of New Hope Friends Church. New Hope Friends Church is located at 4451 U.S. Highway 70 East in Goldsboro, North Carolina. New Hope for Today. Strength for today. Hope for tomorrow.